Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. Looking at this Bitcoin price action, we can see guys the price of Bitcoin is flashing a very interesting scenario. A scenario which is pointing us where the price in the immediate short term, where the price in the upcoming days might be possibly hitting, and that is exactly what we are going to talk in this video. But before I do that, I just want you guys to quickly destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching it for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now looking at this price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame using a broadening wedge scenario. In our case, the price of Bitcoin has failed again and again to break out of this 32,000 resistance line. We said in the medium short term there might be some shakeout, there might be some weakness, but at the end there is a very high probability of price breaking here to the upside and also getting attracted towards this 35 to 40,000 range. That is our price opportunity from this broadening wedge. But in the medium short term, we were also facing resistance from this falling wedge. Yes guys, this falling wedge upper trend line rejected the price again and again. If you look at this carefully, the price has not just only broken out of it, we are also retesting this exact trend line. Yes guys, if the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin manages to remain above 29,000, then we could be slowly preparing ourselves for this new impulsive movement like this. Yes guys, the price opportunity from this falling wedge will be somewhere around 31,000 to 32,000 range. This exact trend line, the upper trend line which previously acted as a resistance, will be considered as our upcoming target around 31 to 32,000 range. And if you look at this exact scenario in a smaller time frame, the price has already broken out from this falling wedge. We definitely want the price in the medium short term to remain above 29,000 range. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin, if it can hold this support above 29,000, then the upcoming days for Bitcoin could be turning bullish because we have broken the upper trend line resistance, and also the price will be closing the monthly above CPI line. Yes, CPI line is very important for us. I mean, if you look at the CPI indicator, where do we have that? Here. If you look at this price structure, you can see guys, this CPI line will also indicate bullishness if we manage to find support above this bottom, central, or the top CPI line, which is going to be between 28,000 to 30,000 range. But the best case would be remaining above the central CPI line, because if we can close the candle above the daily candle or the monthly candle above 29,000, then the price of Bitcoin will be forming an ascending CPI. An ascending CPI only gets formed when the price is preparing itself for a new impulsiveness. You can see CPI started to form a descending CPI, price also started showing weakness. But in our case, this here, the month of July, CPI is an ascending CPI. So if the price of Bitcoin manages to close above 29,000, then the next month CPI will be somewhere around this area, which will also indicate bullishness for the upcoming days. So that's why guys, that's why we definitely want the price of Bitcoin here in the medium short term, and also until the end of this day to close above 29,000 range. Because if you look at this scenario, I mean, if we simply add a falling trend line here, we can see the price is above 29,000, but this falling trend line, which previously acted as a strong line of support, might be acting as a resistance. That can be seen very clearly. But I just want to make you guys clear, in the medium short term, even if the price fails to break out of it, please do not worry, because we just need to find support above 29,000, because remaining above 29,000 means the price could be trying again and again to break out from this falling trend line. And once we do that, then we know the upcoming target for Bitcoin will be in between 31,000 to 32,000 range. And that is exactly what we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to do in the coming days. I mean, flip this resistance, this previous temporary line, into proper support, and then start with a new impulsiveness. Because we can see guys, there are some weakness which we also have to take into consideration. I mean, if you look at the price structure using this descending broadening wedge, this descending broadening wedge is a bullish scenario. Once we flip the upper trend line resistance into proper support, this will be looked as a continuation pattern. But in our case, even though the price is forming a bullish scenario, we can still see that we are facing resistance around this 29,600, 29,700 range. This line is definitely going to be looked as our upcoming target, and also the line where we can be finding some resistance, right? Because we can see this can be also look as a dead cat bounce type of formation. I mean, price failing to break out of this 0.5 Fibonacci line and then continuing this downtrend here in this manner. I mean, price following this dead cat bounce pattern. But I just want you guys to be careful. Even though there are some bearish scenario which is lining up parallelly for Bitcoin, please wait until the price breaks below 29,000 before looking for any short opportunities, because remaining above 29,000 could still lead to another continuation here to the upside. But please do be careful, because you can see in the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin during an uptrend has lost the support from the rising trend line, price retracement. Here we left the support from this rising trend line, we saw price retracement, and this exact scenario must be avoided. And to avoid this, we have to find support above 29,000 range, because if we fail to find support over 29,000, then there might be another shakeout here in this manner where the price could be getting attracted to us 28,000 range. Now let me show you with another example why the support which you have around this 28,000 to 30,000 between that range is so important. Now before I switch the chart, I just want to quickly aware you guys about this Bybit World Series of Trading competition with a total prize pool of 8 million USDT. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. 8 million USDT is on the line, and if you want to trade along with me joining my squad, the link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out, or you can simply scan this QR code. So the time is running out. Do join right now. Now, if you look at this price structure in a very simple way, we have found out that in the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has started this new impulsiveness, what has happened before? The price of Bitcoin has shown a retracement between 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line, and only after that started this new impulsiveness. We had a very similar scenario here as well. Price showed a retracement after forming a higher highs, and then started showing another continuation here to the upside. So if the price of Bitcoin is going to show another lower highs where we could be getting attracted towards this 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci line, then you can see, guys, 28,000 might be the line where we could be getting attracted in the medium short term, and then start with a new impulsiveness, because we can see the MACD here could be slowly favoring the longs once we could find proper support above 29,000 range. Once the price flips this into proper support, then we are expecting the upcoming days for Bitcoin to turn bullish, because in that case, the indicators like RSI, MACD, TTCCI will be favoring the longs. So that's why, guys, that's why even if the price in the medium short term does show shakeout, please do not worry, because remaining over 29,000 means the price will still be above the CPI line. Remaining or closing the candle, the monthly candle above the CPI line, means the price for the upcoming days could be still turning bullish. Now, even if we look at this in a simple way, guys, you can see we have already talked about this Livermore speculative chart in my video. But if the price in the medium short term fails to hold the support which you have around 29,000, then this lower trend line or the rising trend line will be looked as our upcoming target, and this rising trend line is also around 28,000 range. You can see, guys, around 29,000 we have some strong line of support line for Bitcoin. But if we close the candle, I mean if we close the daily candle below 28,000, then that will be an actual sign of weakness, because that will indicate the upcoming month for Bitcoin could be turning bearish. So that's why we definitely want the price of Bitcoin at anyhow to close the monthly candle or the daily candle today above 29,000 range, because closing above means the price could be slowly preparing itself for this new impulsive movement where we could be getting attracted between 35,000 to 40,000 range before deciding the trend duration. And even if the price does plays out as Wyckoff's distribution schematic event and phases, price showing another continuation here to the downside, we know we have strong line of support lining around 28,000 for Bitcoin. So as long as we remain above this 29,000, the shakeout from this distribution schematic won't matters that much. But if we break below 28,000, then we know that will be an actual sign of weakness, because in that case we will be breaking out of this key line of support from this accumulation cylinder. We will be breaking the support from this 0.5 Fibonacci line and even the support from this CPI line, and that is going to be a sign of weakness. So please keep this in mind, guys. We definitely need to close the monthly candle above 29,000 to remain bullish. So this is what I see looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame using different scenarios. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.